There were pictures of him sleeping in his own bed!
Ew, disgusting! In the end, she led him to a small house. It was a cozy little thing, much warmer and more pleasant than he expected. It's a lie. Here it is!
Huh, it's cozy.
You don't need to flatter my house. All that matters is that it will be there.
Okay.
Oh no, we're going
Why is it
downstairs.
dark, yo? What the hell? Yo, get some light here!
Get a candle.
She led him inside and showed him around. Though it was very strange and erratic tour, he wondered if this was the first time she had shown someone inside her home. Oh god.
The inside of her house was less cozy than the outside. Not because of the house itself, but because of how bare it was. And the fact there's no fucking electricity running.
I know. Also, how steep are your stairs? Can we talk about that?
Jesus Christ!
Oh god. A few rooms looked as though they had been used, but the rest looked like they were out of catalog. It mimicked a house, but it didn't look like a place where anyone lived.
The only thing that didn't match the catalog image was a heavy metal door off a side hallway.
Why? Why? Why do you have that?
That's the torture chamber. Lizzie didn't make the slightest reference to it or even seem to notice it existed.
This picture, is it your mother?
It's this metal door, your mother.
Let's talk about the mother, because I'm sure that will trigger bad memories.
Yeah. Oh, that. I forgot I even had that. Why would he do that even when she even like said like 2 minutes ago, I don't like talking about my mom. What a dumbass.
Jesus Christ. Lizzie didn't seem to care, but John was curious enough to pick up the frame and look closer. Dude, stop!
I know, right? He was surprised to find his hand immediately coated in dust. That had to be years of dust. How could Lizzie have lived here for so long, never even disturbed a picture sitting on a table like this?
In any case, you couldn't see where Lizzie got her good looks from. Okay, why are you checking out the mom now? That's really weird.
Man.
But other than that, she and her mother didn't look very much alike. There was something in Lizzie's eyes and posture that was lacking in her mother.
She was on a beach with some man. Oh no. Neither of them looked like they were enjoying themselves. Maybe he was imagining things, but he could practically see the growing enmity between them.
Are you on a beach then? Okay. Absurdly, his mood began to decline. It was just a random relationship from people he didn't know. It had nothing to do with him. Yet the idea of people producing a child from a relationship they obviously cared so little about sent him into a spiral.
John, you shouldn't be sad. Our house wouldn't have anything like this in it. Bitch, who said we get in a house together?
I know. Huh? No, I was just,
Don't worry, I want to be around you every second of every day, forever.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. Like, nobody talks like this.
I know,
besides
really.
yanderes. But I know that wouldn't work when we grow up. I can get a job. I'm good at lots of things. It'll be sad. So she's gonna be an assassin.
I know.
It will be sad being apart, but we can call each other at work and send each other things. And when we get home and see each other after so long, it will feel so good.
Her picture of the future actually sounded nice. That sounds nice, okay. Lifted a little cloud in his head, but he couldn't find a way to put it into words, so he said nothing.
Undeterred, Lizzie encouraged him into the living room, pushed him down onto the large couch. Oh no, it hadn't seen much use, but it was free from dust and gloriously soft. You stay here, okay? Give me a moment to change out of this.
What are you changing into? What's happening?
I guess her regular outfit out of it.
Oh my god. John swallowed and stayed where he was. He didn't have a lot of experience, but he heard from his friends talking about their exploits. He thought a lot of it was lies, but there was something to what they said. That's you.
If Lizzie really came out wearing lingerie or something like else crazy, he didn't know what he would do. He honestly didn't.
That's it. John would be dead.
Fucking dead.
A part of him that had been asleep for so long that liked the idea fantasized about what might happen. Another part of him was incredibly nervous to even consider the idea of being close to her.
He couldn't keep sitting there. His nerves would destroy him. Instead, John got up and began to look around the house more carefully. Go through the metal door. Oh no.
What the hell is this? The dustiest part of the house seemed to have remnants of Lizzie's mother. At least he didn't think Lizzie would be into cheap little glass figurines.
I don't like the music.
Yeah, why the... Michael? Halloween?
Where you at?
Michael Myers.
Opening one of the rooms, he discovered that it was an unused bedroom. He was about to go when he spotted another picture frame sitting beside the bed.
Oh,
Damn.
okay. Oh, I thought it was something spooky. I was like, no! This one features Lizzie as a child, sitting on her mother's lap. It struck him so strongly that he immediately went to look at it more carefully, not caring that his hand got even dustier.
Lizzie's mother was glowing and obviously proud of her daughter, while
Really
Lizzie
glowing?
ignored her entirely. I know, right? No, not... Literally, you can't even see that. You can't even see her face.
I know.
Glowing.
She's like really glowing.
She's radiating. No, not just ignored her. There was a flat emptiness to her eyes, which is like apparently an everyday occurrence with her, but you just don't.
You didn't notice apparently.
As if they weren't even related. It didn't seem to stop her mother in the picture, but the distance between them was agonizing.
Why would anyone keep a picture like that, much less frame it? John stared at it for a while longer, then set it down and left the room. God.
The look Lizzie had been giving her mother, those eyes shouldn't have belonged to a human child. John didn't want to think about it a second longer, so he rushed out of the room as fast as he could. Gotta go fast!
Desperate for something to take his mind off of that unpleasant thought, John looked around for anything else. The door next to the bedroom was jammed, but when he wrenched it open...
and stared...
What is it? Why? What?
Oh! Ooh. My God.
Great, stalker mode. Kristi, it's you.
Oh, the room was filled with pictures of him. I was composing myself, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I also didn't know it was me. His yearbook photos, but also lots of pictures of him in class. Pictures she must have taken himself.
Ew. Oh, fuck. There were pictures of him sleeping in his own bed!
Ew, disgusting!
Dude, what the hell, man?
Dislike, unsubscribed.
I know. Jesus
For a moment,
Christ.
he just stood there, trembling. Then John snapped back to his senses. He immediately stepped back and closed the door, trying not to make a sound.
He told himself he shouldn't be surprised. He knew she was obsessed, but it still shook him. He was inside his stalker's house. Oh God. Yes, I just wandered off. I'm coming back.
Good, there's something I want to show you.
Girl, you need to put that axe down, dude. We're dead, guys. We're dead.
I'm the lumberjack and I'm okay. John! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Oh shit! What are you doing with that axe?
You don't trust me, John. That makes me so sad.
No, I trust you. It's okay. That's why I didn't leave yet. What are you talking about? You think I'm going to trust you when you're coming at me with an axe?
I try to be patient. I can't wait any longer. Don't know.
Ah! She's getting closer, yo.
I need to clap back at this bitch. Clap at her. Make her go away. So I need to take matters into my own hands. Hold still, John.
What? Beg, stand firm, run.
Can we just save real quick to see what kind of...
Oh yeah, I forgot. We didn't even save yet. Whoops.
Oh my god. Well,
okay.
Fucked up.
Well, I mean, we didn't really pick that many Anyway, I don't know, fucking know. Beg, stand firm, or run. If we run, would she just throw the axe and then kill us? Like, I feel like, okay, honestly, I feel like just giving in and just standing there and seeing what happens.
Okay, just stand in there. Okay,
I feel like we should just stand there. Because that way she won't, like, actually kill us. I don't know.
Alright, yeah, let's just stand there.
John did his best to stay in place, afraid that running would make her chase him. But as she got closer, she scraped the axe along the wall and gave him a smell that it was anything but sweet.
This won't hurt very much, and then things will be better. Trust me.
What the trust her back? I like how the game's like, are you sure you want to trust her?
Do it, trust her. Fuck
it. We're going all the way. We're going all the way. God.
Exercise.
Swollen
John stayed where he was as he got even closer, her smile widening, and then her other hand came up.
Instead of a weapon, it held a dark rag. It was over his mouth and nose before he could react. Stunned, John only struggled instinctively. Then the chemical fumes Wait, you chloroformed him?
Yeah,
oh my god. Overwhelmed him. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Is this dungeon basement?
This is a nice basement.
I know though, it's pretty nice.
Look at the design, look at the wooden flooring.
You got a nice basement, Lizzie.
I know. John woke up to the feeling of something tight on his wrist. At first, he thought he must be tangled in the sheets, but when he tried to move his hands, they were stuck.
The memories returned in a bitterly cold flood. Lizzie had actually knocked him out by force and brought him wherever this was. Well, not by force, we kind of, like, accepted it, right?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of just stood there.
Yeah.
His blurry vision slowly returned. He could make out a rough basement around him. He could just see a heavy metal door at the top of the set of stairs.
Oh, great. It looked as though there were shelves and tools around the walls, but he couldn't pay attention to those.
Not with Lizzie standing in front of him, eyes fixed on his face. I'm glad you're awake now. Are you feeling okay? Bitch, you just came out with me and asked some chloroform.
I know, what the hell?
What do you mean, am I okay?
Okay, you've...
I didn't want it to be this way, John, but I didn't have a choice.
What kind of way did you want it to be then?
Yeah. You're confused, John. You don't understand how much this matters. I'll help you understand. Oh, no.
What are you going to do to me?
Don't be afraid, John. Everything's going to be alright. I'm completely empty. There's nothing inside me. There's never been anything inside of me. Oh, the dick, though. The emptiness craves something. I didn't understand what I needed for years and years. Eventually, I realized that I needed a person, a specific person. But I didn't know who. Occasionally, there would be a flicker of feeling. I'd watch somebody for a while, but they were never what I needed. Nothing actually mattered. Until I met you.
But why did...
Let me finish! For so long,
Jesus.
I could barely even bear to look at you. The feelings were too intense, and then I couldn't bring myself to talk to you. I was afraid it would just all disappear. But the feelings didn't go away. They got stronger. You were made for me, John.
Ew.
Okay? You need to understand that. But you don't understand because you're confused. That's why I need to keep you here.
Bitch, what do you mean we don't understand? We came to your house. Like,
Yeah.
You think this is going...
willingly.
You think this is gonna help?
It may be difficult at first, John, but you'll come to understand. I promise you will. After all, I have days and days with you all to myself. What? Days?
Why? Okay, days and days. John recalled that they were going into a full week of vacation. That meant she could keep him here a full 9 days before they had to return to school. But even if you release him to the wild, wouldn't he be like, help me, this girl kidnapped me?
I know, right? Exactly. That was no accident. She coldly planned the entire thing. Maybe she'd been manipulating him since before she even asked for the date.
Gee, you think? A part of him was terrified, a part of him was furious with her, and another part, his depression saw a twisted mirror of his own feelings.
But the worst he had ever done was say unkind things. Not this. Just what did she plan to do to him anyway?
As he looked around the basement, he saw a lot of heavy tools. Some of the hammers and knives looked as though they've been used. Yikes.
Oh no. John slumped against the ropes, binding him to the chair, and just wept.
Oh.
9 days later.
Jesus Christ.
He wasn't... Oh, this... You,
Is it me? Is it me? It's me,
yeah,
right?
go,
okay.
go.
It wasn't sure how long the release of emotion continued, but when it was over, John felt as though his mind had been purged.
His current situation might be pretty bad, but he still had options. He could figure out something, assuming he figured out what he even wanted to do.
The sane thing to do would be to find a way to escape, contact the police, or maybe it would be safer to convince Lizzie to calm down. Take more medication and not hurt him. I think we've passed that window.
Yeah. The opportunity is gone.
Yeah, it's pretty much over.
We're going to have ever so much time together. Aren't you excited?
No. He needed to say something, turn the situation around, but it was just so hard to focus.
Before I got to know you, I thought this would be the easy part. But I thought I understood how people work. Some things never made sense to me, but others are so simple.
Lizzie walked up to one of the walls and began running her fingers over the tools over there. She picked up a knife and caressed the edge, partially turning it away from him.
No, I thought that once I found you, I could make you mine, and then I would feel whole. Oh, no. But you see, I underestimated just how much you would change me. I'm so much happier, and everything is so much more complicated. My friend's playing Terraria, apparently. I want to know that.
She walked towards him wearing a soft, loving expression, but still holding the knife. John froze and held his breath as she walked behind him.
I want all of you.
Don't.
Oh, no. Even the parts I didn't know existed before. If I hurt you, I would never really have what I want.
What the hell does that mean?
No.
The knife...
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, the knife slid past his face, but only as Lizzie moved to embrace him. She wrapped her arms around his neck and pressed herself against his back, inhaling deeply.
I love you so much.
Ah!
I wouldn't be satisfied with just a shell of you.
Without warning, she pulled back. The adoration in her expression was gone, replaced with an empty gaze fixated on him.
Is she gonna have me for Thanksgiving dinner?
I know what's going on, yo!
Oh my god. But that makes this so much harder.
What? What are you gonna do to me?
I don't know. I don't know. I wish I knew. I took time to think, but it didn't help.
The hell? Beg for release, reason with her, charm her. Hey, Lizzie, you want this dick?
Yeah, what this dick?
Okay.
Save?
Yeah, we should save. Yeah, I totally do that. But... I mean, this is... okay, again, I don't know what the hell the right answer is here, because she's about to kill us, isn't she? That's what she's gonna do.
I feel like... reason, I guess?
Maybe reason. I
I
think the begging thing would, like, get her off. That's just what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Let's
go with reason.
Yeah, reason with her. Lizzie, think about this. Do you think controlling me like this will bring us together?
You'll forgive me. It's more important for you to understand.
But you said it yourself. You're not sure how you're going to make me understand. Shouldn't you try talking to me first?
I need to think.
Maybe that wouldn't work, but he hoped it stuck with her. She could reason, even if in a strange way, maybe he could get her through to her.
Lizzie paced around the room for a while, muttering under her breath, then suddenly straightened. Oh! Oh!
Oh, hey! Throwing aside the knife, it embedded itself into the wall. Oh, dear. She went to the closet, and after a few seconds of searching, emerged with a chain. Okay, that's not that better, but...
Oh, okay. Yes, this will be better. I'm
I thought
sorry,
it wasn't.
I should have thought of this earlier.
She clamped... Oh, it's...
Sorry, go.
She clamped one end around his ankle, then lifted the table at one at the end of the room and latched it to the other side of the chain there.
Plucking the knife back out, Lizzie cut through John's bonds without troubling speed, smiling all the while. See, you don't have to be tied up. Here, use this table. I'll bring you whatever you need.
Lizzie swept all the objects from the table like they were so much trash, then frowned down at the empty space.
But you didn't bring your books because of the date. Is there anything you want me to bring for you?
Yes, a phone so I can call the police. He stared at her, still not entirely sure of how to deal with this change. Licking his lips, John spoke before he could fully think through his words. Can I have some water?
Of course, yes, water. And you slept a long time. You'll probably be hungry soon. Just wait here. Oh boy.
Oh,
Get
God.
fuck out.
While she was gone, he did his best just to rub some feeling back into his wrist and look around the room.
The chain attaching to the table leg was fairly long. He thought he could reach most of the basement except the far end and the door at the top of the stairs. Not that he could try anything, when she was nearby and could return at any moment.
He did try to lift the table, though, to see if he could slip a chain out from under the legs. He couldn't even budge it.
What the hell? Was there some trick to her? Or was she just that strong?
She's buff as hell.
It's just a fucking table, my dude.
John had thought it might have been his imagination, or she was just fueled by passion. But to move the table as easily as she had, that shouldn't have been possible. Why'd she have a knife again, dude? Stop.
Oh my god, yeah, what the fuck? There wasn't time for anything else before Lizzie returned, bearing kitchen supplies and a knife for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Just wait a moment, I'll make you something, and we can be together while I make it. Isn't that wonderful?
Not waiting for an answer, she laid out her ingredients on the side of the table, then set up to a chopping board. She began reducing vegetables to little chunks with terrifying ease, knife a silver blur in her hand.
I know just what I want to cook today, but you can ask for whatever you want later, okay? I'll make you anything you like.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
This is all I want, John, a peaceful life at home. You can stay inside, ignore everyone who wants to hurt you, but I'll keep you safe, bring you whatever you need, take good care of you.
And never go outside?
Of course you could go outside if you wanted to, but right now, I'm just afraid.
Her movements became more erratic, and John saw several chips of wood fly away from the cutting board. Lizzie was still smiling sweetly.
Don't you want that too? To be able to just stay inside on bad days and ignore the world? I already do that, honey.
Yeah, no. That did sound good to him, but when he shifted his legs, he heard the chain clinking along the floor, and whatever he had been meaning to say evaporated out of his mind.
As absurd as it was, the day continued almost normally. Lizzie made him an elaborate meal, and they ended up chatting over it, as if everything was normal. What the fuck?
It felt wrong to do so, but he worried that doing anything else would just antagonize her. Did she really think this would work in the end?
Honestly, had no idea. And did she really need to do so much cutting for every single dish?
Yeah, I know. Why are you cutting so much?
I'm not a child. I can eat my food.
When they had finished and chatted for a while, Lizzie abruptly hopped onto her feet.
Okay, just a moment, John. I'm going to get you your bucks, okay? I don't want you to be angry with me for making you fall behind on your homework. Is there anything else you want me to get from your house? Well, just let me know if you need anything, okay?
Okay, see ya.
Okay.
She skipped away, and he heard the door above him close. He wondered if it could be a trick somehow, but after enough silence passed, he felt reasonably certain that she had actually gone to his house.
Though she could have taken his key, he saw it still resting on the far end table with the other things he'd been carrying. Had she made a copy at some point, or could she just pick the lock? That's fucking creepy.
Yeah, neither possibility was exactly comforting, but he didn't have time for that. John got to his feet, stretched, and considered his options. Oh god. Try removing the chains,
no.
Look for a weapon, look for tools, make something for Lizzie, don't try anything. Oh god. Okay, I'm pretty sure nothing in this room can remove the chains. I'm 100% sure that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Looking for a weapon? Honestly, if she's a yandere, she probably could kill us faster than we could kill her.
So look for tools then? I would say let's save. I would look for tools.
let's save. Yeah, look for tools seems a reasonable option, or make something for Lizzie so she'll calm the fuck down.
Oh my god.
Right? Because that's the thing with yanderes. If you don't give in to them, they're just like, I need to make it even worse for them so they'll give in to me.
Yeah, okay, so I guess we should make something then. Oh my god.
That's a horrible thing, too. Like,
Yeah,
oh, damn it. Let's just make something for fucking
yeah.
Lizzie. God damn it. Deciding his best bet was to try to encourage Lizzie's good nature. John
Good nature?
Yeah, this is good. John set to working with the kitchen supplies she had left nearby him.
Fuck good nature, my ass. His actions without his so limited, but he did his best to make her something that looked like real effort had been put into it. He was no chef, but he thought she would like anything he made with his own hands.
Strangely, the act of making something for her helped him forget about the fact that he was chained to her in her basement.
How the fuck did you forget that?
I know! The situation might be messed up, but perhaps there was a core of something salvageable?
When Lizzie saw his gift, she blushed, then took it away hurriedly. John blinked, but didn't have time to object.
The next time he saw her, though, she was beaming. She
Though
came back
John
already?
Oh, yeah, fuck, that was fast. Okay.
I know.
Though John spent all of Saturday tense, Lizzie showed no signs of intending to hurt him. That night, she brought a mattress and bedding down to the basement, set up close enough that he could lie down on it.
When he woke up on Sunday, he felt strangely normal. Still tense, the situation was far from ordinary, but in a strange way, he had learned to deal with it.
That day
Jesus.
passed almost normally. Since Lizzie had brought him his books, he tried to work through his homework, just like he often did on a Sunday. Lizzie stayed with him most of the day, working as well. What the fuck?
She made meals for the both of them in the basement and upstairs, but she always stayed close. He'd hoped for a chance to evaluate his options more, but never spotted one since she always leaning into a smile at him from the stairwell.
Oh, that's so
great.
fucking creepy.
That's great.
That's creepy as shit. Imagine you wake up to that in the dark. Like, oh god.
Ew.
The only useful thing he learned was that the basement door was apparently unlocked except at night. If he could somehow get unchained from the table, he had a shot at getting out.
Okay. When Monday dawned, he crashed almost immediately and didn't even get out of bed. That was common for vacations when he didn't have friends to distract him, since all he could do was wallow in himself.
It felt worse than usual. His world just wasn't just gray. His depression was filled with flecks of anger and confusion. Only then did he realize that he hadn't taken any medication since Friday morning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we should have said, hey, you want to get my meds, Lizzie?
Yeah, a medsman?
Oh god. When Lizzie entered that morning, she immediately saw how badly he was doing and rushed to the mattress. At first fussing, with his bedsheets before realizing the problem went deeper than that.
John, what's wrong?
Other than you keeping me here?
Damn. Roasted. No, I'm sorry, no. If I let you go, you'll just hate me. It will ruin everything.
Then at least bring me that medication. It's in the shelf above the sink to the...
No.
Oh, God.
No, I won't bring it to you. I can't. I destroyed it.
Girl, that's a little bit extra. Come on. I know you're a yandere stalker, but come on now.
I know, right? Hey, what the fuck?
What? But I need that. You understand how serious my condition is, right?
I know, I really do, but you shouldn't take their drugs, not theirs.
But...
You were taking something before, Paxantine, right? Or that medication. Tell me what it was. I'll go get some for you. I want you to get better, John, but I won't let you take anything from Koyu Tech.
God, refuse and tell her, lie about old medication, request old medication. Oh.
What the fuck was that old medication?
I don't even... Can we save? Let's save that. Also, I don't... What was... Yeah, what... They changed it, right? I don't fucking remember. Oh, God.
I guess request the old medication?
I guess so.
I
Okay,
guess.
we'll see what happens. Fuck. Thinking back, John tried to remember the medication that it seemed to be doing some good. Maybe they weren't as good as that medication, but they would be better than nothing.
Okay, just wait right here.
Apparently, just remembering all the chemical names he had listed, Lizzie hopped up the stairs and practically slammed the door in a hurry on the way out.
Abruptly alone, John realized that he had another chance to act. Okay.
Okay.
I kind of want to look for tools.
Okay,
now.
let's do tools this time. Should we save or just no?
I saved.
Okay, let me save too. Go here. All right. So look for tools. Yeah, let's try that. His
table didn't. Oh, okay. I don't. I
don't.
I forget. Okay, his table had been placed out to be out of reach of the weapons lining one wall, but that put him close to the other wall.
John managed to get around the table to it and began examining them. There was a metal cupboard that appeared to be locked, but he looked through the rest.
There was a toolbox that he thought was locked at first, but he eventually realized it was only stuck. After enough effort, he got it open and looked through.
Most of his random aging tools, but he found a screwdriver that looked to be in good shape.
Could he use this to escape? He saw several possibilities, but at that moment he heard Lizzie return. It was too late.
Eventually Lizzie returned, bearing a large white stack. She triumphantly emptied it out on the table, dumping an entire pile of pills in front of him.
She got every drug he
What?
mentioned, the prescription ones. How?
What? How do you get all of this? What?
Oh my god, he hated to think about the nasty consequences if she tried to give him all these at once.
But instead, Lizzie just brought him a glass of water and sat down beside the pile.
Take anything you need to get better, okay? I'll just leave these here. But you can ask for more water whenever you want.
Thank you.
Of course, John. Did she steal that? I hope she did. It's all because I want you to get better.
He felt like telling her that being held against his will wouldn't help. But her expression looked so sincere that he couldn't bring himself to say it. Oh my god.
How'd she have gotten prescription medications anyway? He found the one that he had been most satisfied with just before Mrs. Smithy switched him to that medication and took his first dose.
Lizzie smiled brightly, then skipping back up the stairs.
Hope she fucking falls.
I know, bitch, like break your neck when you go
I know,
down
right?
the stairs.
After lunch on Tuesday, Lizzie started carrying electronics down the stairs. He blinked in confusion until she brought down the TV and started hooking everything together.
Or at least attempting to. After a moment, she sighed and looked at him sheepishly.
Do you know how this works?
I can try to get it figured out.
He got up and did his best to help. She had a pretty nice VCR, leading him to wonder why she had it. Do any of you kids know what a VCR is?
Yeah, I know.
Fucking
Back in our day.
Back in our day, we had VCRs and VHS tapes.
Oh my god.
We didn't have these Blu-rays or DVDs. We didn't know how to put it together. It wasn't like someone else would have brought it for her.
Do you not use this much?
Never. I don't really watch television.
Because she's busy watching you, John.
Yeah, I know, man.
Like at all?
No.
She had seemed weirdly apathetic about a lot of things, but he had thought she just wasn't into pop culture, yet now, something in her voice made him suspect it was something else entirely. What about music then?
I don't listen to music.
What do you do then?
That's a problem. Yeah, what the fuck do you do?
Huh? Really? Well, what about books?
Only nonfiction that seems useful. The rest all seems so pointless.
What do you do for fun then?
Fun?
Oh God, her eyes.
What is fun? She stared back at him so long, he was afraid she might just ignore the question.
Oh, well, sorry I asked.
I do enjoy a few things now, thanks to you. I spent a lot of time collecting all these knives because I thought they would be useful, but now it's a little different. Now I can imagine myself protecting you. All the details about grips, edges, they're not just details now, they interest me. Oh no.
So he'd given her an interest in knives. Fantastic.
Anyway, I thought maybe I could enjoy a movie I watched it with you. Is that okay?
We might as well try. I've had it all put together for a while. Anyway, we can try it.
Lizzie brought a chair and sat beside him as they watched the tape. He was grateful that she at least watched the movie instead of him.
It was nothing at all like how watching a film with a girl was supposed to be. According to his friends, Lizzie didn't seem remotely nervous during the scary parts, and to his surprise, didn't seem to care about the romantic parts.
Then again, he didn't really think he would really want her to react that way. It definitely wouldn't feel like who she was.
To his surprise, John found himself enjoying it too. Maybe his old meds were doing their job better than he thought. Oh God.
When it finally ended, Lizzie gave him a small smile that he thought represented authentic satisfaction. Then she immediately turned to him. We should watch something together again, but I think I'd rather make our own movie.
Okay, we're not making a porno, girl. Please tell me we're not doing
honey,
that, for the love of God.
No.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
His mind immediately flashed him making porn together, and he had to force the thought away. What kind of movie?
I would just like to film you, here, working or eating, or anything. I could watch it later.
Why?
Yeah.
Really? Wouldn't that be boring?
No, watching you could never be boring. Oh, this is such a good idea. I'll go buy one of those video recorders and...
Wait, so then what would she be, just for the fact that, like, whenever he goes back to school or whatever, or, like, when she releases him after the vacation, she has something to stare at? Is that what she's implying?
So, yeah.
Oh, God. Not to cut you off, but wouldn't that be incriminating evidence? Why did he say that? Like,
why the fuck?
Are you? John's the biggest idiot ever.
God, just like, never mind.
Oh my God. Fuck, what was he saying? Well, it's too late to go back now. I mean, it's not illegal to hold someone like this, and your basin looks kind of suspicious. You wouldn't want someone to find it later. All the ways to get this girl arrested, and he's just like, here are the ways to get away with it.
I know, right? What the fuck? All you care. There you go.
Lizzie embraced him cheerfully, and despite himself, John felt a flicker of joy. When she was happy, she seemed so purely happy.
You're right, of course. I'm so glad you're thinking about keeping me safe, even if I wanted it to be the other way around. John is so kind. But maybe later we can make our own movies, okay? Okay?
Yeah, maybe.
Why the hell had he just done that? Having a tape of her behavior would have been the perfect way to get the police to take him seriously.
Yeah, that's what we're wondering too.
Yeah, what a fucking
fuck,
idiot.
Man. But as soon as he had that thought, John regretted it. He didn't want to see Lizzie hurt, and hated the idea of her going to prison, despite what she was doing to him. What is wrong with this guy?
Despite the situation, he still thought of her as a sweet girl who wasn't entirely well. She deserved help, not punishment, bitch.
Oh my God. Was this Stockholm Syndrome?
Yes!
It really is! Was she wearing him down, just like she planned to?
The idea disturbed him, but it didn't change how he felt. He needed to find another way.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
On Wednesday, Lizzie wanted to watch another movie, but John suggested that they might be too many. Instead, they passed the day quietly, working and chatting, ignoring the fact that he was chained to the table.
He was feeling better than he thought he could without that medication, so his mind shifted to what he could do to improve his situation. There are sirens going about. They're about to arrest Lizzie. Chatting with Lizzie was pleasant, but it wouldn't resolve their problem.
But what should he say? Try to leverage the last few friendly days into letting him go? Just try to make her relax more? Or convince her that he wouldn't leave her? So, Lizzie... Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Start a conversation about interest, romance, about her peers, or about morality? Okay, let's save that.
Morality. Let's get deep with this shit.
Do you want to talk about morality?
Yeah.
Hey, do you mind if I ask a random hypothetical question?
Ask anything you want.
Say a train is running down a track and it will kill 5 people. You could pull a lever to switch the train to another track, where it will only hit 1 person. Do you pull it?
Who are the people on the tracks?
Huh? That's not supposed to matter. It's just hypothetical. Random people. No one you know.
I don't pull the lever. I would leave.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what he expected from that. He had a feeling he knew what she was going to say, but... Say I'm on the first track and the train is heading towards me. If the lever would make it would make the train hit 5 other people instead, would you pull it?
Yes.
What if there were 10 people?
The number doesn't matter to me, John. I would kill 100 people, 1,000, and then I would go find the person who put you on the track and kill her. Why is it gotta be a her?
Yeah, why is it a female? What?
Yeah, come on. Men can do it too. And the train conductor and everyone on the train who didn't help. Oh my god, it had nothing to do with it.
I don't know.
My only choice was to switch the train to come hit me. I would do it. I would do anything. Kill yourself. Oh, that was me.
Oh my
no.
god. Lizzie, I don't want you to kill yourself for me.
I mean...
You mean, you know.
Can we just murder her instead? Oh, you're so sweet. But no, you have to survive. I want us both to be together forever, but if I can give my life to save yours, it would be worth it.
How would you answer that question if a teacher asked it?
One already did last year. I pretended to be flustered and said I couldn't pull the switch.
So you do understand how most people view this.
I'm aware of how they think, but I don't understand it. What they think doesn't really matter to me. But if I say the wrong things, people will interfere with my life, so I've had to learn how to say the right things. I did that with you too, John, at first, because I was afraid you wouldn't love the real me. I don't know.
Yeah, we're just pretending, but okay.
Yeah. But you will, eventually, I'm sure of it.
That made things a little uncomfortable for the rest of the day, but John hoped that he never did somehow get strapped to train tracks. Lizzie was the one nearby. Yeah.
Yeah.
She would just. She changed.
This is like some shit right here.
Yeah, she's back in her Christian clothing.
Oh god, here we fucking go again. The next morning he took his pills with a glass of water. As usual, Lizzie waited until he was done and then gave him a warm smile. I hope it's helping. You seemed happier, John.
I feel better than I expected. Pretty good, actually.
It was actually strange how good he felt. It was easy to not think about that at the moment. Instead, he brought up an issue that he'd been thinking about for a while.
That reminds me, I've been meaning to ask you, you've run out of that medication, right?
Oh god. I haven't taken it for days. I destroyed the rest of the day. I destroyed it the rest of it the day before our date.
So I was right, she wasn't taking meds on the date. You destroyed it? Why?
It was useful. It helped me understand, but I wasn't myself when I was taking it.
I wish you reconsider taking medication. We can't handle everything ourselves. Sometimes we need help.
You don't understand. It's not that simple.
Then explain it to me.
I wasn't myself. It was like someone had imprisoned me and took my place. Imagine if your medication meant that you could never feel sad again. Just constant maniac happiness.
That doesn't sound horrible. I'm sorry I made you take it.
Don't say that. It was useful. Having things be different for a while made it easy to see how everything fits together. But I couldn't take it any longer than that. I wanted to be myself again. Tech doesn't want to help people, John. They just want to control them.
Are you just saying that metaphorically, or do you actually know something about them?
No.
No?
Abby was an addict because of them. I never cared about her, but when I saw what Tech's drugs did to her, they didn't change who she was. She was always horrible. The drugs made her identity obvious. Not like you, John. You're still so kind even though you were taking that drug. But they won't be satisfied with that.
Are you seriously saying Tech is some kind of conspiracy?
Yes. Conspiracy? No, I don't think so. They just want money, and they're willing to cut corners to make it. I don't care what they want to do to anyone else, but you need to stop taking that drug. You need to see clearly.
He almost wanted to believe her. Koitek was a huge company, and those weren't exactly known for their ethics.
What?
It's you.
Oh my god, because you cut out real quick.
Oh! Do you want me to read it again?
No, it's okay. It was plausible that they had been testing some dangerous drugs on Lizzie's mother. It had been it had probably been too dangerous for adults, but it had a magnifying impact on a developing child.
Did Lizzie see that on some level, or was she just paranoid about the company? Sometimes she seems so...
And you should stop seeing Mrs. Smithy. She's trying to steal you away, I'm sure of it.
Also, she knows about, like, our personal relationship, which is just, like, really weird. Lizzie, don't be ridiculous. She's 10 years older than me, and the school counselor.
I can't trust her. You can't. You shouldn't.
Calm down. Nobody's gonna steal me away.
She stared at him as if she was desperately wanting to believe his words. A moment later, she gave him an odd little half shrug. I came in to say I need to run some errands today, so I'll leave you alone, okay, John?
Yeah, sure.
She left the room. John knew he had a rare opportunity, but he found himself sitting and thinking.
Was it possible that she was right about the medication? He hadn't taken it in several days, and after a few low points, he actually felt much better than usual.
The terrible irony of depression medication was that sometimes the drug could make you feel even worse, not better. Maybe the changes he attributed to that medication, which changes his life.
There couldn't be anything to the conspiracy theories, but he couldn't believe that Koitek would push their drug on anyone with depression, even if it had mixed results. Things like that happen all the time.
He abruptly resolved that if he made it out of the basement, he stopped taking that medication as an experiment. He could stay on his old meds, see if he did better.
If he actually showed signs of improvement, even Miss Smithy would be happy to let him take older drugs.
For now, he needed to take stock of his options, to take some kind of action while he had the opportunity and energy for it. Oh god.
He felt like he spent too much time thinking to make an escape attempt, but maybe he could accomplish something else? Like what?
Stay away.
Oh, wow! She's here! I mean, powerful allies to the main characters. These powerful beasts are known as summons. They are extraordinary beings that can be called into battle by their summoner. They are also depicted as